this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. It's Joe Flacco leading him out, the leading passer in Raven franchise history in his 11th season now out of Delaware.
Throughout his career, he's been hard-nosed and certainly durable. Only 6 starts missed in his first 10 seasons and played 16 games 9 times. But for the first time in his career, a little competition headed his way with first-round pick Lamar Jackson from Louisville set to contest for the #1 job.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Back, lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down.
First down, Flacco. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 44 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. It'll be the #1 pick from back in 2005, leading him onto the field. Their 14-year veteran out of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
And despite another terrific season from Alex Smith in Kansas City, Kansas City knew from the moment Patrick Mahomes was drafted, this day was going to come sooner rather than later. Now he goes to Washington and replaces Kirk Cousins. Two different quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins a little more of the freewheeling sort. Alex Smith more deliberate, more control, but can still throw that dagger pass downfield.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
The #1 asset for a pass rusher, his legs. And even in his mid-30s, Terrell Suggs has his firmly underneath him. Last season, 11 sacks, his 7th year of double-digit sacks. Still has all the pass rush moves in his arsenal and can continue to bull rush people in order to get quarterbacks on the ground.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And before we can get to the field goal try, time will run out on this first quarter play. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. For the backup, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. First and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason,
oh, fuck.
Intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
As Washington's offense comes back out there, gives us a chance to talk about Adrian Peterson, who signed with the Redskins on the 20th. He says he feels like he still has juice in the tank.
He's always going to feel that way. One of the most competitive players the game has ever seen. Struggled in New Orleans last season before getting to Arizona and put up decent numbers there, 448 yards rushing. Chewed up Tampa Bay in the first game that he played for the Cardinals, but he only averaged 3.4 yards per carry for the season.
Stop.
How about the performance with Washington in his first preseason game? Averaged 5.1 yards per carry. If that's the AP they get, they'll be excited.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing up. Goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First and 10. Hogan. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go!
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down. Hogan is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field, can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw on second down. Hogan. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Hogan now. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Willie Henry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on second down. Hogan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Third down, Kelly. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again.
God damn!
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go now.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue. See guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to line up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And here come the Redskins now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hang on now. 3-19.
They start on the ground with P-Run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This is Kelly. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Here's P-Run. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, 49 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. formation here on first down. Rolling to his right. He completes it right side to right. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll rifle this one deep right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. To throw again is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Look at this. 56.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Hogan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. It was DeShazer that time who got a hand in to break it up.
As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So, for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this. The Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now. Could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Mason Foster coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 76 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
Stop.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Stop. That's it.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw on second down. Hogan setting up the screen to Kellen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Hogan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Fighting through under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ryan Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let out.
Throwing on 1st down. Hogan, and his throw is incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Hogan, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hogan. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Hogan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Hogan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hogan. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Well, I'll tell you about biting on that thing.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll push this forward.
You'll be biting on that.
42-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You buy furniture around here? Hell no. Lay down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third down, Jackson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. Some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock. The Redskins on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
From the gun, Hogan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Hogan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Lay down. Lay it down. Lay it down. Good boy. Good boy.
Choose to continue your season and play more games with your team. Customize your season experience before jumping into your next game.
A lot of these people lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that call. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. You see love, you don't cut your. Manos Da Vinci is light. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. What you look through lights? Why even panels on light? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is dread. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Got something more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't get my friends, so they wanna be options. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts call? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted up at 12 and 8 that night, see how my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that call. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. When she love you, don't cut you. Manos Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. What you look through light? Why even panels on light? Bank account looking like yikes. Me, boy.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Get your phone like the Jerry Springer. All of my zip it back that like a pogo. They popo. Had a G-Wagon truck toward the rojo. Find a cable to with a snake. Going right down to Soho. One black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the gently. Angry and frustrated. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. Like I'm lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Go and get the your own. And up, give me not a thing. So I spin on the can on my ring. You can see all my pen in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on tree tops, getting walk. Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time
I got that
match.
check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that call. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. When she love you, don't cut your. Manos Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. What you look like? Why even panels on light? Bank account looking like yikes. I told IG all the time. I never go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to review me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into go.
I got so much weed bucket. If the squad ain't with me, then
hard. You just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, and you just